Starring June Lockhart, Hugh Riley, John Provost as Timmy, and, of course, Lassie.
Don't be afraid, little girl. We won't hurt you. What's your name?
Anna.
Anna? Where do you live? Are you lost?
Lost?
Where'd you find her, Lassie? And what you doing out so late? We better get Mom and Dad. Come.
Anna, we're your friends. You do understand. Do you live near here? Where do you suppose she comes from?
Don't you have a home? A house?
House? Ah, Wilkins' house.
Paul, she must be that little foreign girl the Wilkins were going to bring home with them.
Come to think of it, I heard they were expected back any day now. You must be right, Ruth. I'll go call Fred Wilkins and tell him that she's here. Fred? This is Paul Martin. No, there's nothing wrong here, but Lassie found a little girl who was lost.
How about a nice piece of chocolate
I
cake?
think she's the little girl that you brought from Europe.
Mom,
Well, I want
she eats like she's starved.
about her. Oh, she seems fine. A little hungry.
This looks like a good place. Picnics are usually on Saturday, like today, and on Sundays, and during vacations. And then your mom makes sandwiches. Say sandwiches, Anna.
Sandwiches.
Good. Where'd she go now? Anna! I guess you'll have to find her, Lassie. She gets lost in these woods, you know. Anna! Where are you? Boy, you sure had me scared, disappearing like that.
Anna do joke to you like April Fool.
You don't play April Fool jokes in October.
No?
April Fool's Day is in April. In October, Halloween. You get dressed up, remember? Wait a minute, I'll show you. Don't be scared, Lassie. It's only a mask for Halloween. You know that. Come on, let's go home.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesty, of the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy hood with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea.
That was very nice, children. Now sit down. Good morning, Anna. Take your seat, dear. We're about to start our lessons.
Do you like our school, Anna?
Me like.
You like it better and better. All the kids like Anna, don't they?
Just like she's always lived here.
It happened again. This time I'm gonna tell the teacher.
Yes, Rudy, what is it?
Someone stole my orange and chocolate bar. And it's not the first time it happened either.
Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure. My mother gives me the same lunch every day.
I just can't understand it.
It's not only me. Nearly all the kids keep missing stuff from their lunch boxes. Boy, wait till I get my hands on who's ever doing it.
Rudy, please let me take care of it.
Okay.
I can't believe that anyone in this class would take anything from another pupil's lunchbox. However, if it is someone here, I want him or her to know that they can come to me without fear and tell me about it. I want to help, not punish whoever it is. All right, class is dismissed.
Come on, Anna. Come on, Anna.
I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I'm gonna do my homework.
I guess you know who the thief is, all right. I do? Just because she's a friend of yours, you think it's okay. Who are you talking about? Her. Hey, you know who's been stealing from our lunch boxes? Anna, or whatever her name is. That isn't true. How do you know she did it? Did you see her? I don't have to. She's not like we are, and she acts funny. You're just blaming her because she's a stranger, and she's different. Anyone who takes things that don't belong to him is a thief. She's just as good as we are. And you better take back what you said. Who's gonna make me? I am.
Timmy, Rudy, stop that fighting and
lunch boxes.
Can you prove that, Rudy?
No,
You will apologize to Anna now.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
So, then Paul wrote to the committee for UNICEF at the United Nations requesting a kit. Then he picked up these empty milk containers over at the dairy co-op.
Well, it's wonderful for you to give so much of your time.
Oh, I'm glad to help. It's a terrible thing to think of children without enough food and medicine.
Yes. Well, I'm sure the class will be interested. Thank you, Mrs. Martin, for the tea. I'd better be running along now.
Miss Hazlitt, I don't quite know how to bring this up, but I really feel I must. Timmy tells me that food is being stolen from the lunch boxes.
Yes, unfortunately, it's true. I've been very disturbed about it.
Have you any idea who's doing it?
I'm afraid I do. You see, Mrs. Martin, the children in this area have no need to steal food. They've never been confronted with hunger.
You mean Anna? Well, have you told the Wilkins about it?
No, not yet. I've been hoping I wouldn't have to. I've been trying to find a way to avoid embarrassing them and the child.
Yes, I understand. Well, I know you'll work it out.
Well, thank you. Thank you for feeling the way you do about it. I'm sure I'll find a solution.
Did you hear what they said, Lassie? Rudy was right. It is Anna that's stealing the food from the lunch boxes. Maybe she isn't getting enough to eat at the Wilkins. That must be the reason. Lassie, we've got to talk to Mom right away.
Timmy, why did you get home?
Well, Miss Hazlitt was here.
Oh? Why didn't you come in and say hello?
I was going to, but then I heard her talking about Anna. Some of the kids at school are saying the same thing.
Timmy, even Miss Hazlitt says there's no proof. That's why she hasn't spoken to Anna or the Wilkins.
But what if she is the one? Doesn't that mean she's a thief?
Do you remember the first night that Anna came here? And you said that she ate as though she was starving?
Uh-huh.
Well, she's probably been hungry all her life. Now, if she did take the food, I think you'll find it's because she's never seen so much food and she just wants to make sure she doesn't go hungry again.
But isn't that the same as stealing? Rudy said it was. I even had a fight with him about it.
Well, in a way, yes.
What are we going to do about it?
I think we'll just leave it up to Miss Hazlitt. She's a very intelligent and understanding teacher. She'll know how to handle it.
I hope so.
You know, dear, it was because of seeing Anna that I volunteered to help with this UNICEF trick-or-treat program.
I'm glad you did, Mom. And I'm going to help, too.
Good.
Come on, Lassie.
Thank you.
I'm sure that you all know Mrs. Martin, Timmy's mother. I invited her here today to speak to you about an important subject.
Thank you, Miss Hazlitt. Now, how many of you have Halloween costumes? Oh, good. And how many of you are going trick-or-treating this Halloween? With your parents, of course. Now, I'd like to ask you another question. How many of you have heard of UNICEF, the United Nations Children's Fund? Our children all over this country are helping by trick-or-treating for UNICEF on this Halloween. That means that as well as the candy and the cookies that you get, you also ask for a penny for a needy boy and girl. Now, with this trick-or-treat penny, UNICEF can provide 5 large glasses of milk. And this is the container with the band around it in which you put your penny. Yes, Willie?
Mrs. Martin, you mean people put money in those containers and we give it to UNICEF?
Yes, that's right. Now, how many of you think you'd like to go on this very special trick-or-treat for UNICEF? Well, I understand. I tell you what, supposing you just all talk about it among yourselves, and if you think you'd like to, Miss Hazlitt and I have all the containers and the bands. I'll be back this afternoon for your decision. Thank you.
Did you ever hear of such a stupid thing? Going out trick-or-treating and then giving it all away.
Especially money.
That was your mother's idea.
Mrs. Martin's doing it for UNICEF.
Well, you can do it if you wanna. I'm not going trick-or-treating for nobody but myself.
Me either.
It doesn't matter what they say, Timmy. Come on, they're gonna start a game.
Aren't you going to play, Anna?
I forgot coat. It cold.
Yes, it is. Hurry back and get it, and then come and play, dear.
I'm out, girl. Where's Anna?
She went to get her coat. I've been looking for her.
I'll go see what's keeping her. Come on, Lassie. Anna! Where do you think she is, Lassie? Can you find her, girl? Go get Anna, Lassie.
Joey, will you please take charge of the game? If I'm not back in 5 minutes, take the class in and start their reading.
Yes, Miss Hazlitt.
Anna, what are you doing with all this food?
I hide it.
Don't cry. You didn't mean to do anything wrong. Even if you did, Miss Hazlitt would understand. Come on, let's go tell the teacher.
Thank you, Timmy. Come, Anna. Let's walk back and you can tell me all about it. All of you know, as I do, that food has been taken from the lunch boxes. And I'm sure you'll be glad to know that it's not going to happen anymore. Anna has asked to be allowed to tell you in her own words why she took the food.
Anna had Mama, Papa, 7 children, 4 boys, 3 girls in faraway country. They hungry. We all hungry in my country. So much you have. I never see so much for you.
Go on, dear.
So, I want to bring food to my family. I sometimes not eat, so to hide more. I no mean to steal. I no mean to be thief. I sorry I take, not ask. Please, you not be angry with Anna.
Thank you, Anna. I'm sure none of us are angry with you. Are we? You may sit down, dear. Won't you come in, Mrs. Martin? We've been expecting you. As you know, class, Mrs. Martin is here to find out what your decision is about trick-or-treat for UNICEF. Yes, Rudy?
Miss Hazlitt, I think we all ought to trick-or-treat for UNICEF to help all those sick and hungry kids.
Me too, Miss Hazlitt.
Yeah, me too.
Trick or treat for UNICEF. Trick or treat for UNICEF.